Ruined in real time. It's gonna be a magic trick. Oh look, I've already started. Fucking already started. I missed the fucking edge of the pot. Grab a tissue. I'll clean that up because that actually annoys me. That does. Like this earlier, I've already fucked it up. Yo, Bandit, how you going? Welcome to the stream. Just fixing up. This is a brand new pot, and I've already made it a mess. It's like that's gonna fuck up the seal. As with every other pot I've opened, I've been using, I keep fucking up the seals. Like I opened them up, I was like, oh cool, this one has a fuck seal too. This one has a fuck seal too. It's like, god damn. But yeah, I've been good. I've been good. I have been good. Wash this brush. You like my ghetto ass setup? Pretty good. Pretty good. Which brush am I using for this? That one's a bit... This one. This is the brush I'm using. I'm doing all the... You know what, maybe the frayed one would work better. Because I'm not doing detail bits. Oh, I guess there is some detail bits in this. Basically, all the black on this is just the undercoat. I'm painting up the Paracetamol track, so you can see the official painted one. The corner there. This is my one I'm doing up so far. Pretty good. And so far. I've got to do all the black bits, all the carapace and the spikes and stuff like that. Get that looking all good. And then I'm going to go over the top of that with some little highlights. I think I'm going to do... I'm thinking either blue or yellow is the highlights. Not 100% sure on that. Because I color code them, I do with the highlights. So I normally do red if it's super aggressive. Blue if it's passive. Green if it there's a specific green I use, or if it's poisonous. And yellow if it's halfway between aggressive and it's in that halfway between where it's like it's aggressive but it's not. Oh, it wants to not just suicide itself. I think I might. It's either going to be yellow or blue because I use it for support a lot. I do, but it can also just fucking wreck shit. It might go yellow actually. I'm gonna start. Because what it does is flies out. It's stupid fast in the game. Stupid fast. Flies out, and you ever see the movie Alien or Aliens? Basically, chest bursters these little gribblies down on its base. Chest bursters these. Do the carapace on them, get them out of the way. So it's a fast objective grabber and assassin. So it's a bit of a mixture. And you can do some really funky stuff with it. It's a really good movie. Really, really good movie. You gotta watch Alien, then Aliens. 2 different movies. Because the first one has an alien, and the second one has aliens, as in there's more than one. I think that's a really clever naming scheme, honestly. It doesn't look like I'm actually doing much, because I'm just putting black on black. The black that's there, that should actually be undercoat. It's not actually... It's just... Yeah, it's not evenly put on, because that's just with a spray can, that is. Tips of his little spiky doodler. Very, very specific name. And they're also going to go back over this with dotting the air vents and the eyes on these little rippers. Because this guy actually is blind. He doesn't actually have eyes. The big guy doesn't have eyes. Just it's echolocation, that stuff. Screams at you. face. How have you been? How have you been, Bandit? I just be delicate so I don't go over the lines. Because normally I do this step earlier in the painting process, but I just ran out of the paint I needed to do this step, so I just went ahead. I was like, oh, I gotta be very careful. Because the black, bastard, when it goes over stuff. Back, his little back, it's kind of tucked away in there, which makes it a little bit difficult. I'm gonna go through one of these at a time. Oh yeah, work. School's been, yeah. How far in the year are we? I guess we're getting up to like the mid-year exams and stuff like that. So that sounds fun. Sounds very fun. Oh, he's got a bit of character. You cannot see it from that side. Cool, so I don't need to worry about that side. That's one of the little rippers done. On to the next one. Next one's gonna be a lot of hand spikes. Doesn't have as much carapace on this one. Bit easier. Other side of his little. Yeah, now look at his teeth. This is the bit. I normally do the. This is why I normally do the detail bits afterwards. Is when you do the teeth, well then you got to do the fucking tongue afterwards if you fuck it up. Now the tongue's already painted. It's like That's so. There we go. Finger rub. A little bit over the line. Bit. His teeth done. Now I gotta do his carapace. Oh. A little bit on the previous one. It. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that side of his hands done. I shouldn't say hands. It's more. It's just little talons. Single-fingered claws. Got 6 of them. Just wriggles along like a worm. Owner of Learn Harper, yes. Claws, look at his teeth. That side of his teeth. And that is that side of his teeth. A little bit as it like loops around. It loops around his face. Like, smile. His carapace. This model's pretty much almost done, so when it's done, I've got these 3 here that I'm going to work on. Very different colour scheme. Very, very different colours. Tail as well while I'm at it. Now the other side, which is blocked by his fucking big guy's leg. Like, go around him, annoying. Or in between his legs. Tail. Awkward. Go. Cool. Now the back final spikes. For those, and his little tail. There we go. That's all them done. Cool. That's the 3 little rippers. Carapace and claws and teeth and all fun shit. That's all that done. I still don't not understand what the hell that he's actually standing on. What is that little squirrely thing? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do big guy's legs first. Big noodle legs. Big spikes on. Noodly bitch. Up, I'm pretty sure. You can usually, if you listen to a band long enough, artist long enough, you tell their musical style. So like the second the song starts, you can usually tell, oh, that's this artist. Like, I don't know pretty much any Green Day song, but I can pick it a mile away. Just because of how their bloody music plays. Like a lot of their songs, there's a similar motif that goes through. I can't like verbally explain it because I don't know most about music theory and shit, but I can pick it. My ears can pick it. That's one leg, 1 foot, claw thingamabob. Now his other one. The side of that. Like before you actually start painting it, you feel like, oh, it looks about the same, but the second you actually do get the paint on those sections, feel instantly, oh shit, yeah, that smooths out the look so much. There we go. That is his feet done. Get his tail done. There's a little bit too much paint on it. Oh shit, don't bump the mic. Just that. Another pup song. This pup? Oh no, this is the pup. Okay, I'm gonna do the tail next. spikes, but it's not fully developed. A little tab. I'll do his front arms. Some arms. Okay. Ah. Side. Like a finger? What is that? I'm just going to do that as one giant carapace bit. Because it looks like a bit like a finger, but I'm not 100% sure. Those whole carapace. The bent, like it's like a finger covered in carapace sort of thing. I don't know my nose again. I've just been having terrible hay fever lately. Ugh. It's just water. Like it's not even snot. It's just water. Ugh. Slightly Mad by Queen. Bit of an underrated song. Not one of their really, really underrated songs. It's like a B-side track or something compared to their common stuff. Compared, it's not actually a B-side track. Chair. Hand. Elbow. Alright. Looks good. Can I get the other one? Boiling over. Think I'm a banana tree. Elbow bits after this. Ugh. It's gonna be awkward going in and around these wings. This is awkward as fuck. There we go. Undo the elbows. Finish this. Spike stabbing into my thumb, but it's a good anchor point for spinning the model around. Should have done this one on the wings. And the other spike, the hand. What's the right word there? That. Cool. Is. All the limbs done. Now I gotta do the actual carapace. All bit here. Watch. Not that she has actual anything there. Hence the carapace blocking it. One side. I'll do the head last because I'm holding it by the head. I don't want what I'm holding on to make my fingers get covered in paint. Anchor point to put on. I know you can get those fucking little stand things that look like, oh, we should hold it from right down here, but it's like, okay, I physically can't get my hands around on those certain angles. Then I need to actually have my hand on the model. Arms. Careful here. Right along the wing. I really don't want to fuck up the wing. Last thing I want. Take this. There we go. That's one half of the chest. Look at the other half. I'll start working on the back. The back's gonna be a hell. It's all enclosed. Makes it difficult. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is awkward. I need to clean the brush. Different angle. Spike the brush again. Oh, this Go.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day.
I like this song before the fucking Flash bit, by the way. Not Flash, Quicksilver bit. I've known this song for years and years before that fucking Quicksilver bit in the which X-Men movie was it? Days of Future Past. One of the fucking time travel ones. This is a good song. Look at this.
If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them.
This was a really good song when they fucking put it in the movie. Very fitting. Oh, now he's got a look. Old. Oh no. No, Greenwald's the song in the album that comes up next. Even though this isn't an album, but this is like Greenwald's the next one. They bleed into each other. That album, Demon Days, has a lot of songs that bleed into the next one, which I really like. I really, really like when songs do that. Really, really appreciate it. That is. All the carapace bits done. Oh boy. What a little black bitch. Good. All good. All good. Sleek. Sleek. Now, all the fun stuff. Get the little eye dots done first. Needs. This is the needs one. I got several red paint. I gotta make sure I grab the right one. I wrote on one of them salamanders, and I wrote on the other one nibs. I was like, gotta make sure I grab the right one. Dot the eyes on the rippers. Much anyway. Just a little fucking dab. I think that's too much anyway. What, six eyes? Big one doesn't have eyes. Very careful with it. This little We'll take a green. Not really a green, it's more of a cyan. I think it's more of a blue personally, but apparently a green. Like, does not look like any green I've ever seen. And now, what I'm going to do with this is, I'm going to do some highlights as well as filling in his events. This is how like we breathe in through our mouth and breathe out through our mouth, or in through our nose, out through our nose. These guys, they breathe in and out, not through their mouths. They've got these little vents on them. So he breathes in on those little vents on the side of his head, breathes out on the vents on this tail. I think is awesome. I think is absolutely awesome. It's the aliens in Avatar do that. They do. Their air vents separated from their respiratory system, separated from their digestive system. It's like you can see it. You can see it in the movie Avatar with like the horse things. They're like they breathe through their necks. They do. Like you can see them breathing in and out through their necks, and not through their like actual mouth. Just pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. That's the brush. I want this brush. Pretty cool. Dot their vents. I like to dot their vents with some bright. It's supposed to be green. I think it's. So I'm gonna do the little rippers first. Fucking. It's like doing the eyes yet again. One. Two. Yeah. These the little guys only have one. It looks like either that or the second one's hidden behind their legs. But these little ones are like the most basic organism. They're like in the entire like ecosystem. They're like bottom tier. But because there's like billions of them, so it's kind of okay that they're a bit shit. Like in the game, they're one of the weakest units in the game, but it's like who gives a shit when they're so shit you can spawn them for free. That's the 3 vents. Vents done on Rex got into my tissue box and tore apart a fucking tissue. I'm gonna post the video for that. It's really funny. Just goes ape shit at the tissue box, ripping apart a tissue. It's really funny. Start with his back section. This. This is awkward. Okay. The side. There you go. So the idea is it looks like his carapace is glowing, like he's got psychic powers or something. He's not completely psychic. I don't know if you can see that. But on the back of his carapace there's a bit of like glowing sort of effect. I do this sort of thing on specific units. Thing. Other people can paint a lot better of a glowy thing, but this is the best I can do. Okay. And do it on his. Because the company that makes it is evil. That's probably the best way to put it. They like your money. They like your money. It's okay. So the hobby is depending on your faction, granted. Most factions, it's really expensive. Just in general, the game's very expensive to get into. Once you're in, and you've got a bunch of models, it's not that expensive. Like it's not much like compared to like a card game or something like that. Where you're constantly buying new cards and shit like that. I've got models that are like over a decade old. I can still use them. I don't need to keep buying shit. Yeah, you need the models to play it. But yeah, you can keep old models and still use them as a thing. Or with like card games like that. It's very cheap to get into like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon TCG or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. It's very, very cheap to get in. Stupid expensive to keep to playing long term. This game is about the opposite. It's very expensive to get in, not that expensive to keep playing. Granted, there are some factions that are absolute bullshit on cost. These guys are. I wouldn't say they're at the top of the pile of bullshit in cost, but they're up there. These guys are like the cheap ones. They're pretty good. And there's some that are stupid cheap. But there's some like Adeptus Mechanicus, like the AdMech guys, the robot dudes. The human robot dudes, I should say, because there are alien robot dudes. The human robot dudes, they are beyond expensive. Like, easily you're spending several grand on them. Like, easily. It's like absolute rip-off. Everything to do with them. Like some other factions, it's like, oh, I don't know, $200. There you go. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to say how much I've spent on my models. I really don't want to, because I don't want to have an existential crisis. I will have an existential crisis if I count how much I've spent on models. Because my army is a horde army. Horde, lots of little gribbly dude, little critters, and big monsters supporting them. Big monsters, real cheap, real easy. Little critters, stupid expensive. Just as an example, standard games are 2,000 points. The basic little critter for my guys, 7 points a model. 2,000 point game, 7 points a model. Fucking, they come in boxes of 12 models. You do the maths. We're gonna sell. Yeah. The thing is, that sounds like a big number, but like this model here, this one model here, 80 points. This one model's 80 points. So when I'm playing a game, I can either bring this one here, I can either bring 10 of these or one of this. So it's, yeah. So there is a bit of a difference, and like just one of these is like, I think it's like 50 points. Just one of these, and there's like common units of 3, so that's 150 points. Just this one unit 3 models. So that's the point with horde stuff. You get 1 million models, they're all shit, but it's okay that they're shit because you've got more models than the opponent has bullets. So that's the trade-off. These guys don't shoot bullets, by the way. They shoot little beetles that eat through your skin. Very nasty. This is all organic stuff they are. Raw, organic creatures. Here we go. That is his... Oh. Ah! I'll put a little bit on his tail as well. So these guys here, these guys here, I'm gonna be paying up next. They have big fucking siege drills just to drill through concrete. Anti-tank. Well, they're currently anti-tank. In the next edition, they're going to be anti-infantry. Well, the basically stuff that shoots molten slag, just melts shit. And yeah, and they've also got machine guns strapped to their chest. So it's like they're it's more sci-fi. It's more sci-fi. It is. Science fantasy is probably the best way to put it. That was my thumb. Cool. I'm happy with that. Now for the last bit, two more colours actually, two more colours. Two more colours. These guys here, these guys here. Actually, I've got a standard one. That's like a super duper one. This is a generic dude, number 54. So this guy here is basically a super soldier sort of thing. This is the paint scheme that these big guys are going to be painted up in. So you can see the size scale. This guy here is like a super soldier. This guy's a super soldier inside of a super soldier, super whatever. Like you can see in the back, it's the same dude. He's just in a big mech suit. Yeah, these guys are like the default sort of ones. You see them all the time, like normally in blue. My ones are green. Fancy colors because special snowflake. But yeah, there's. Yeah, you get to color it whatever color. You get them. I'll show you. You get them like. Here's a model that I've had unopened for a while. Give me a second. Right, tilt. I don't know. You know, before I break everything, I'm gonna put that back. Move this out of the way. Ugh. So this is a box that I got. I've had it sitting there for ages. I haven't felt like building it yet. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Ugh. So actually, I haven't even taken out the plastic. I've had it sitting there for ages. I'm not gonna build it right now. I'm not, just because it's like, oh, it's. I bought it at a specific time frame in the game, and it's like they nerfed it immediately afterwards. Like, okay, I guess I'm not playing that model anymore. So yeah, it comes like this. All sprues and shit. And then you've got to cut it out, assemble it, and this is a big model. This is, by the way, I'll grab what this actually looks like when it's done. This is a stupid big model. Fucking, it is enormous. This is like one of the biggest models. Look how fucking big it is. This shit is enormous, this model. I'll put it back. That model is genuinely just enormous for the sake of being enormous. Where the rest of But yeah. So there's all different sort of things. So there's like, I want to say there's like, I think there's like 18 different factions or something like that. You've got the big factions break down in the What do I do with this? Oh yeah, it's red. Push it into the enemy. Oh, what's this? It's blue. Keep it back. This is yellow. Think about it, stupid. That's what the color coding's for. More my sake than my opponent's. I really like this song. This is a really good song. Okay, one more ripper. Out of it. Watch me. What's Watch Me? Is that one of those stupid meme songs that you love to play? Hey? There we go. All the 1, 2. Okay. That's the blue. I'm happy with that. Happy with the blue there. Now I'm going to do a bit of yellow and then I'm done. Thank you. That is the blue. Get the yellow. Yellow's going on the big guy. He's a bit of a mixture one. He's a bit of an assassin, bit of an objective grabber, bit of everything. So sometimes I want to keep him back. But he's so fast in game. Like, usual movement speed in the game, average across the entire game, is about 6 inches. This guy moves 16 inches. He is beyond fast. So, this is going to sound weird. Games only go for 5 turns. But those 5 turns take about 3 to 4 hours. 2 if you're really good at the game. I am not. I'm serious, I'm serious. I am deadly serious. The game takes about 3 to 4 hours. It's only 5 turns. Five turns for you, 5 turns for the opponent. And it can't go longer than that because by the time it's the 5th turn, pretty much everything on the board is dead. So the game usually can't, even if there was a 6th or 7th turn, it physically couldn't do it 9 times out of 10. All your shit's dead and all the opponent's shit's dead. Elbow spike. That was a little bit contrasting. Things it kind of needs to be. This is like the indicator colors. But in the indicator colors are supposed to be contrasting. Yep. Yellow is. I swear this company makes like the worst yellows. They don't fucking stick to anything properly. Like they always so. Oh, don't work properly. I gotta blow my nose again. I've got terrible hay fever lately. Well, it's a strategy game. Usually strategy games take about that long anyway. Like most strategy games take about that time. And this is a physical strategy game. It's not just like an online one. And you look at games like some strategy games go even well longer. Like what is that? Hearts of Iron. What's the average length of a game in that? Like 6 hours or something stupid. The thing is, there's different scales to games. There's usually there's 3 scales. There's the 500 point games, where currently they're not balanced the slightest, and the game's over in like 1 turn. Usually, it's usually who goes first. They usually win. Apparently, they're fixing that in the next edition. Then you got 1,000 point games, which are literally half the size of a standard game. They tend to be a bit min-maxed, but because they're a bit min-maxed, games go a lot quicker. Then 2,000 points is the standard. Like I played a game on Tuesday. I did. I actually used this guy. And that game took. We started at. Yeah, that one took. 3 hours. That game did. That game took 3 hours. What are this? Shitty. I'm gonna try a different company's yellow because this yellow is just. Oh shit, yellow. Yellow. Probably should change the bloody water pot, but it's like I'm nearly done this and I don't want to change it. And then I fucking, yeah, I don't want to change it just yet. I got that bit. What are the bits for? These chest bits. On the chest. I do not know how people that actually play armies where the whole army is painted yellow. I don't know how the fuck they cope. Holy shit, I hate this company's yellow. It's just awful paint. Because usually when you put down the paint, you want it to stay that color. You don't want it to slowly fade into green. This one does. It constantly wants to change to green. I'm gonna go over this yellow again. Is to make it not turn green, you have to make it thicker than normal. When it's thicker than normal, you lose the detail. So I'm gonna go wash it over specific other paint, which brings back the detail. And that. Done that. kind of like it just like that. Just that. Nothing extra, just that. Just that, I think it'll look good. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna replace my water pot. Oh, still heaps of time. Place my and let that dry for a sec. And there we go. Place my everything, and then I'll give the bloody yellow a bit of a wash over with the oil. The oil pushes it. It makes the details stick out a bit more. Be back in a second. It and replace that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Things up right. It's dried now. Cool. Go over it with this. Second. Ah! Bumped everything. Alright. Yeah. God damn it. Just pump everything. Wash that off with this. Oh. That off my fucking keep not grabbing a tissue for this. God damn. There we go. That one. Not using that one yet. What was the other one? Yeah, it's still in the pot. I'll chop that yellow bits. Too much. Little bit. Oh. It's me. touches up there. Dry up good. That should dry up real nice and pretty. Cool. Yep, I'm trying to make this thing a regular thing, just because I'm so behind on painting my models. I got a million models not painted, and I'm like, okay, I actually got to set aside time to paint them. But you know, I'll stream it. I'll just fucking stream it. Yeah, I'm doing this painting streams on Thursday, every Thursday, and alternating Tuesdays, because every other Tuesday I'm actually playing the game. So yeah. So next week I'll be doing it on Tuesday, but the week after I won't. I will. I'll post a proper like good looking photo of it on the Discord. I will as well. So you're welcome to look at that, because this webcam's not the best detail. Good enough, but it's not amazing. So with the light right next to it, so I can get a good detailed photo of it. Post that on the Discord. But next step got one last thing to do for it. Is that one and PVA glue. And just drown in and just fucking drown in PVA glue. There is a specific thing I want to do. Base there. Okay. You can grab a shit brush you don't care about. This one. You just brush it all over the base. Brush it over the base. Cool little thing for the model is now. I may put a bit too much on, but that's okay. Now that I've done that, off, I have a big tub of fun. Open it up. This is my own concoction, mixture of shit. I just dunk it the fuck in there. And make sure the whole base is covered. Just tap out the excess. Take it out a bit, and there you go. Itch it. With the bloody PVA glue went a bit over the edge. Wipe that a bit. Again. There we go. All based up, and look at that, all rocks and shit. That looks so good. So good. All these rocks get on the base. Very fun shit. Okay, that model is completely done. It is done. I think it's a bit. Well, it does not go on properly. I gotta fix that. That model is done. Well, put over for these. There you go. There you go. Take a photo of that after the stream, and I'll post that on the server. On to the next models. I'm going to update the little icon in the corner. Model has changed. Yeah. That is the next. These are the next molds we're doing up. But I need. Ah, fuck you. This is fucked. What's the other one like? It's pretty much empty. Yeah, you're going to be in. You're fucked. This one's good. Think they're done. What? Leave the. Ooh. Double check what color I do the wreaths. I think I do them in dual red. Double check. That. Yeah, that's helped a fair bit. That has helped out. Second, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Ugh, felt it so much. Ah. Annoying that these models were mono-posed. Like you couldn't adjust the anything about their pose really. Very fixed. It's okay. It's not that bad. I kind of like the creative pieces. Awful. Off. Good brush. I don't want to waste this good brush, but I gotta use something else. Brush is fucked for this. I mean, it can do it, but fuck me. Piss me off using it.
Is it funny how the time flies by? It's so far. If we do all of these lines, we go on. But if I look into your eyes, I'll make you realize. You know that we can be immortal.
Not the top section. I'll do in the actual. Now I can. I'll do the bracket in the green. I don't know about the regress down, but I'll do the. That is. I don't know. I'll figure out something for that. Not 100% certain on it. Holding his arm in there. I can see the spot there. Okay. I'll leave that hand because that one's going to be purple. Match the rest of the chapter. Those legs in there, those are the actual marine. Because it's basically the dude in power armor, and power armor is in power armor. It's like fucking so over the top. This here is the actual power armor he's in. Take you up or down.
Rosemary, heaven restores you in life. You're coming with
Okay. Leave the seat.
right. It's the smiling on the package, it's the faces in the sand, it's the thought that moves you upward, embracing me with two hands. Right will take you places, yeah, maybe to the beach. When your friends they do come crying, tell them now you're
I believe people run these without the fucking helmet. Like, how goofy does that fucking look? Regular human head and fucking in this monster. I know it makes sense, but like, it doesn't really, because heavy duty, whatever the fuck. But no, let's just take off our helmets. There we go, that's that bit. Here's his helmet. Back. Backpack to have an ID. What all green. Cool. I think once I get the green, turn off. Starting it. I'm happy that I got that bloody parasite. That's really good. Second, getting really frayed. Don't flick onto me. I want my shirt painted. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, one. It's. Ugh. Hmm.
Payday, you're a winner. Payday, you're a winner. Keep cool for my line. Scare money, broke money. More money.
Cool.
Breaker.
I've got that look compared to his brother. Ah, it's just the green. It's just the green. Wait. What? I'm gonna head off. I'm actually getting pretty tired. I'm after 11. Jeez. After 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. I'm getting really tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Pokemans. Yeah, that should be fun. Pokemon. And Scarlets. Oh boy. I'll post a pic of the Parasite on the Discord. I will as well. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.